Mhm. Okay, so I threw together this little PowerPoint. It's not really like a straight up presentation or anything. It's just so I could make sure I hit all of the challenge details and make sure I could answer any questions or whatever. And I have a tendency to ramble, so just to keep me on point. um, so we're gonna talk a little bit about why I threw this group training thing together. Introduce you to the trainers. Hopefully, Sarah will be able to make it on. She's just getting done with one of her fitness classes, so she'll probably be on in a few minutes. We'll go over the challenge
Great.
details, the workout plan, the nutrition plan, and then how we can, sign up and PayPal and all that stuff. So stop me at any time if you have questions, because I can't see any of you. I won't be able to see like you waving or whatever. But so just speak up when you have a question. So basically, I'm not here to like sell anybody on anything. I just wanted to do this group training because I actually have a trip coming up in 2 months to the Grand Cayman Islands that my husband won for his company. And anyway, I realized I'm not even close to being like beach worthy at all. And so I asked Alicia and Sarah if they would be interested in doing like a group training, group challenge program. If I could find some other people to do it with me because I can't honestly afford to spend all that money on personal training. And so we put our heads together and we came up with what we think would be a really fun training program. And so that's kind of why I'm excited to do it. And hopefully we can get other people to do it with us so it's even more fun and more motivating. So the idea is they put together this program for everybody, but so it's all kind of like one boilerplate program, but they're going to be able to customize it to everyone's individual needs. So you'll see what I mean in a few minutes. But the idea is if you like are gluten intolerant or something, we'll change the meal plan to accommodate that. If you need to be low impact exercise only because you have bad knees, we'll change the exercises for that. So that sort of thing. I'm super excited that we have Alicia and Sarah because they are amazing trainers. I've seen their work and I just know that they get results. So I'm super excited. So Sarah isn't on yet, but I want to introduce her to you. She is one of our trainers and she's the owner of Funk Fit, which is a dance fitness classes, but she's also a certified personal trainer. So in addition to her dance classes, she helps train people of all fitness levels. And she's also a single mom and has cute 4 kids. And so she understands what it's like to be busy and trying to juggle meal planning and getting in your workout and making a meal that your kids are going to actually eat that's healthy. Things like that. So I'm super excited to have her on board to add that perspective for those of us who are parents and still need to run a household and manage to fit all of this in with work and everything. So that's kind of great. Alicia is on the call. Alicia is a pro bodybuilder and swimsuit model. That's a picture of her on stage at one of the competitions. She's also been a trainer to people like me who are needing to lose weight to pro athletes, people who just need to maintain their physique and compete and be like on a professional level. So she's very well-rounded and in her training and her ability to relate to different types of people and help customize plans to what their needs are. Alicia, say hi.
Hey, you guys, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. Anybody excited? Anybody want to have lots of fun working out?
So I'm excited to have Alicia because I've known her for a few years and she is, how do I put this? She's like super intense when it comes to nutrition and fitness, but also has this amazing ability to give you confidence and make you believe that you can do it too. And she takes people from where they're at and makes them better. And I love that about her. She's very encouraging and motivating, and um, I'm just super excited to have her as one of our trainers. So here's some of the success stories from the trainers, which is kind of cool. The one in the
I'm not sure
middle.
if I've got this all on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who is that?
Oh, well,
Yeah, we can hear you.
okay. It's Meg. Okay.
Hi, Meg.
But the picture
Hi,
of
Meg.
Alicia is just kind of a still picture, and I thought maybe I'm not functioning right. Okay, we're good.
Okay,
I'm
so
sorry.
are you seeing the PowerPoint that shows a bunch of pictures of people, their before and afters?
No.
Okay, so click
I just see
on,
it's just like there's 4 different pictures. I see you up in the upper right, and then like there's a blank for mine, then Cheryl's
okay,
iPad, and then Alicia. Now, Alicia, when she said hello, I saw her, but then there's a picture. I don't know if that's Alicia with a little baby.
okay,
I'm
so
like, my baby.
you're gonna have to, I think you scroll, are you on your phone or on a
I
computer?
am.
Okay, so I think if you just, with your finger, slide to the left, it should take you to the success stories page. Did that work?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. It took me my very first time doing Zoom. I was like all over the place with it and couldn't figure it out. So um, I now have a pretty good handle on it. It's like it takes a minute to kind of get used to it. So this is some success stories that people have had using their fitness plan and also using the nutrition plan and stuff. So you can kind of see the bottom left is a lady who did that transformation actually in 8 weeks, right, Alicia? Is that right?
She was closer to, I want to say she was closer to 10 weeks, like for real start to finish. But the first 2 weeks, she was just like kind of real non-committed.
Oh.
So we kind of tried not to count those 2 weeks, but in all honesty, I started her, and that was 10 weeks from start to finish. It took her like 2 weeks to actually get real committed and real serious. And she turned 40 the day of her show.
Wow, I'm impressed.
So.
That's amazing. And then the middle top one is Sarah, one of the trainers. So that's kind of fun. And then
Yeah.
if you look over on the far right, that is a good friend of mine, Brianna. She's one of our challengers. She couldn't make it on this call, but she's going to be working out with us. And anyway, that's one of her transformations. She's been working really hard. I'm impressed. So anyway,
That's amazing.
yeah, cool. So the next, okay, so here's the challenge details. So we're going to start on this Saturday, and go through the end of April. The last day is April 28th, so it's 8 weeks. And the challenge buy-in is $50 a month, so $100 total. And we're using that money to pay for the trainer's time, but also to pay for prizes. And I'm really excited about the prizes. We've got some really fun things up our sleeves. In addition to that, we have a private Facebook group that we'll be using so everybody can ask questions to the trainers and get help, and we'll post videos and recipes and examples of how to do workouts, things like that. It'll be a really cool interactive group. And on top of those tools, there'll also be little mini contests in the Facebook group as well. So weekly contests. So at the every week we'll do a weigh-in and measurements, and the person with the most weight loss percentage will win a prize. The person with the most inches lost that week will win a prize. And then we're also going to do a really fun fitness challenge of some sort. So for example, we'll tell you in advance what it's going to be. So it might be something like, how many jumping jacks can you do in 30 seconds? And then, so you'll work your way up for the whole week. So like maybe on your first day, you'll only be able to do like 2 or something. And then by the end of the week, by the time we get back together on Saturday, you'll be able to do like 15. So it's kind of fun. So it's going to be a way to help you gauge your progress. And then the overall winner of the challenge in each of those categories, or the person who's lost, like, I don't think we've figured that out yet, but the overall winner is going to win a $100 gift card. And then there'll be a second and third place winners as well. So any questions on that before I keep going? Okay. So the challenge tool. So here's some of the things that the trainers have put together for us. And I'll have Alicia speak to them when we get to that slide, but I'll go through them real fast. Alicia and Sarah have put together a workout plan for us with a calendar that each day has specific exercises, and I'll show you what that looks like. We're putting together that meal plan with recipes, the meal schedule, when to eat, what to eat. And then every Wednesday, we're going to do a weekly webinar that's short. It's only going to be like 30 minutes long, but we're going to go over these different topics to help you lose weight and keep it off and create that healthy lifestyle. And the reason we're doing this is a couple years ago, I had met with a personal trainer online, and he had me watch these videos every week that taught me different things about like fat and sugar and I don't know, just different nutrition and fitness topics that really helped me understand my body and understand what I was eating and what I was doing so that I could really change my bad habits. And I thought it was so, so helpful. So I wanted to kind of recreate that for everybody. And so these are just some of the topic ideas we have, but we want to make this work for you. So if you have any topics or questions that you really want answered, that you want to do a deeper dive into, then please suggest it, because we definitely want to make this interesting and helpful to you. We don't want to just be like, shoving information down. If that makes sense. So like, I think the first week we're probably going to talk about calorie counting and if you should even count your calories versus portion control or macros. What even is a macro? Some people don't even know what that term means. And then we're going to talk about exercising and how much you really need and stuff like that. Any questions about that before I go?
I think it's good.
Okay. And seriously, I want to know your ideas of what topics you want to hear about. Sorry.
Yeah, so real quick, what I had an idea of earlier in a fit of brilliance, I suppose, is we can kind of have an outline of some things that we would really like to touch on. But like each week, if you all have something that you, as Bonnie said, would like to know more about, or you're curious about, just ask. Or if you want to say, hey, like next week, maybe could we talk about this? Or, could we dig deeper into this topic, next week or whatever. So that way we get feedback from everyone and everyone can have input and get all of their questions answered and their needs met.
Yeah.
And reach their goals.
The idea is we're only paying $50 a month for access to personal trainers. And normally a personal trainer is like, well, it ranges depending on the trainer, but I've seen them as cheap as like $300 a month and as expensive as like $2,000 a month. So we're getting a really good deal. And so we want to get the most. This is going to sound terrible, Alicia, so pardon me for saying it this way, but I want to get the most out of you that I can without like asking too much. You know what I mean? So like these webinars are a perfect opportunity to pick her brain and to get as much information from her as possible. And that Facebook group is the same sort of thing. So while you may not be paying for one-on-one time with her each week or every single day with that workout, but you're going to be able to get one-on-one time with her in another way, if that makes sense.
So is this how we're going to be meeting in the future on this like this?
Yeah. So on Wednesday nights, you can either Zoom in. I'll post the link on the Facebook group, the Zoom link on the Facebook group, or you can watch it from the Facebook group. It'll be live on the Facebook group as well.
Okay.
So either way.
And then Saturday you have some things. What's that?
Yeah. So Saturday, good question. I believe that's the next slide. It is.
Oh.
So
Sorry.
So Saturday is the group workout day. So this is our day to have the trainers in our faces showing us how to position our bodies correctly when we're doing the moves, be there like coaching and really walking us through the different exercises. And it's going to be mostly a circuit training. You're all probably pretty familiar with circuit training. It's where you have different stations of different types of exercises. So like it'll be 1 minute at each station, or I'm not exactly sure how Alicia set it up, and they'll probably be different each week. But I'm excited because she'll be walking around and showing us all how to do it and making sure people are positioning correctly so they're not hurting themselves and stuff like that. So that Saturday will be at a LDS church on Angel Street, and I'll send everybody who's in the address. And somebody, Kenny, I can't remember if it was you or if it was somebody else, had a work conflict on Saturday. So because of that, we went ahead and made it early from 8 to 9 a.m. Kenny, was that you? Or am I?
Yes.
Okay. Is that time going to work for you?
Yes, that should be fine.
Okay.
There might be a conflict this Saturday.
Okay. No worries. And if you can't.
Well, we can.
What?
I was just going to say we can, we'll like hopefully be able to record the sessions and send them to you. Or if you're not able to make it live, but you could do it via Zoom or whatever, then you can, watch and join in from wherever you are.
Yeah, I have a friend who's in Canada who wants to do this with us, so she obviously can't come on Saturdays. So my plan is to somehow set up a camera so she can see the gym, and I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it. It may have to be me walking around with my phone and videotaping. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work, but we'll figure it out.
GoPro might be a good idea.
There you go. We have something like a GoPro we could use. So, and then if anybody needs a nursery, we do have a babysitter who can come. I just need to know ahead of time if I need her there. So they're at the Saturday group. This is what I'm super excited about Saturday. So Saturday is going to be when you walk in, when you get there, you're going to get weighed and you're going to have your measurements taken. And measurements are like your chest, your hips, your legs, your arms, your knees. And the reason we're doing that is so you can see like your inches lost. Sometimes your weight doesn't change, but your inches change because we all know muscle weighs more than fat. So you may be losing fat but gaining muscle, so you're not losing the weight. You're transferring that weight ratio or whatever. So the inches is more important than weight. So I'm super excited about this part. And during the weight and measurement weigh-in, you'll have a chance to speak with the trainers and modify your plan as you need to, and ask questions, and get some personal one-on-one time with them. So for the Saturday workouts, you do need to bring your own towel and your own yoga mat if you have one. If you don't have one, just bring like a couple of thick towels, and obviously your own water bottle. I will provide some workout, pre-workout and a post-workout recovery drinks for you to have that day if you would like to partake of them. And then there is the personal training add-on. So if you do want Alicia to come work out with you every single day, or every workout, you can totally do that. It's just $10 to have her come out and meet you at your gym or your home or wherever you're doing. Alicia, do you want to talk about the exercise planner or the Saturday workouts at all?
Yeah, I can touch on that a second. Luke is kind of being verbose, but anyway, I'm looking forward to doing the group training, and I think it's very helpful to people, especially when they have a short amount of time, they want to reach goals. I think it's very motivating, and it kind of keeps us all honest. We all show up, we all get weighed, we all get measured, we all get our questions answered and everything. And each Saturday will likely be almost completely different. I won't say that there won't be a repeat of some of the exercises and the form and stuff, but for the most part it will be mixed up a lot. And there'll be a lot of variety, and we'll get in a really good pump. And
and you're doing the exercises so that they can be done at different levels, right? So there's going to be like a beginner, an intermediate, and like an expert level, so you can modify the exercise to your level, correct?
Yes, as we begin each exercise, I will offer a, this is beginner, and this is if you're intermediate, this is if you're advanced, and then if you're Superwoman, I guess see me after class and we'll figure something out for you.
Oh, I love that he's laughing with you. That's so cool.
Yeah, he thinks I'm super funny right now. I'm sure that will change. But anyway, yes, we will be offering, it'll be so that everyone can participate, and everyone can participate in advance, and progress in their own way and at their own pace, pretty much, and for what's good for their body, instead of everybody just, well, you have to do 40 push-ups or you can't play. We're not going to do that.
Will you describe the monthly exercise planner? So like each week, how you're going to break down the exercise days, so we can understand kind of what the workout plan looks like for us for the days that aren't our group training days.
Wait, let me ask you something. That personal training add-on, is that every Saturday? Isn't extra $10?
No.
Also, no.
The Saturday is included in the $50. That's just for if you want Alicia to come work out with you, lead you through your personal workouts on the other days.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's sweet of you, Alicia.
Yeah, $10 a day. Like, honestly, that's really, really just a really good deal. I couldn't believe that she offered it to be only $10.
Heck, I'll pay her that much just to come get me out of bed every day. No, I'm just kidding.
I've done it.
Right?
Sometimes it's the hardest part.
I work out at Gold's Gym in Layton. So if you want to come work out with me, you can. I work out usually around 10 a.m. every day.
Oh, do you?
That's like just the time I drop off my kids at their preschool, and then I go work out. And so I'm kind of using her workout plan and doing it. It's really fun. So if anyone wants to join me, you're more than welcome to come to Gold's Gym with me. But I would take advantage of having Alicia come train you. She's awesome. Okay,
Thank you, Bonnie. So what my plan is right now is everything will be adjusted once we figure out who all is going to be 100% committed and who all, is going to be in the program. And we will send you a nutrition and training evaluation. You answer about 10 or 15 questions per eval, and so like 20 to 25 questions total. It gives us a better outlook of, what your situation is, what your lifestyle is, if you've had any injuries, if you have any allergies, things like that, so that we can better, set you up for success. And we can get you set up with, meals that are right for you and training that is right for you, because every person is an individual and every person has to reach their goals as an individual. And so I will be working on a basis of, if you prefer to work out at home, I can build you a workout program, based off your evaluation in a few minutes, that we can adjust and progress you, that you can do at home, or you can do in your yard, or you can do on the beach, or if you travel, you can do in your hotel room. And at the very most, you might have to take one of those little 5 or 10 pound resistance bands with you. And otherwise, it's going to be body weight and kind of a circuit style training with different exercises, and work in a little bit of Tabata style training. And we'll go over what that means probably next week in our conversation about different types of training and what's the best for everyone. But basically, if you go to the gym and you want to go to the gym, or you're not going to the gym and you want to, we will build you a plan that works around, whatever gym you go to and what equipment that you're comfortable with. We want to set you up for success. And so setting you up for success means we have to give you exercises that will challenge you, but at the same time that you will do, and that how to do without hurting yourself. And it's much easier. We as humans don't like to change. We don't like change. We like the same old, same old. And you can't do the same old and get different results. It's just not possible. So basically, if you want to do a gym exercise, or if you have a home gym or your own weights or whatever, we'll figure that out in your evaluation. And when the evaluation is complete, then we can decide what's right for you. The base program would be, everybody is basically going to be on a 5-day optional 6-day if you want to train 6 days a week, but it'll be set up based on a 5-day workout plan. And again, that'll fit your lifestyle. It's not necessarily you have to do this workout on Monday and this workout on Wednesday. It's, basically you'll be set up for workouts for 5 days, and whatever day of the week your schedule allows you to begin those on is whenever that will work. If your day of rest is Monday because of your life, then you wouldn't work out on Monday like the rest of us. So it'll be tailored to fit your needs. But we'll start out with whatever works for each of you, and move forward and progress you every week. And as you progress and meet your goals for week, and then for the month, and then beginning the next month, we'll progress you pretty substantially again, and advance you so that your workouts continue to stay challenging and you don't plateau, and you can continue to tone and sculpt or lose weight if that's your goal, or strength, or overall health and fitness. Whatever your goal is, we'll help you get there.
So my Zoom, maintaining a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle is really only 20% exercise and 80% diet. I love this image because it says it all. You can't out exercise a bad diet. It's like, I think it's hilarious because it's so true. Like, I have a good friend who's exercising every single day for like 2 hours straight, but yet she didn't change much of her eating habits and she didn't lose a single pound. And we were both trying to lose weight. And here I was, all I had done was change my nutrition plan, and I was losing about 10 pounds a month, and she hadn't lost anything. And this was about 5 months in, I lost about 50 pounds in about 5 or 6 months, and she had lost maybe like 5 pounds. She was furious because I was barely working out because had just had a brand new baby. And anyway, it's just proof right there that you can't exercise is good, but So because of that, I'm super excited about the nutrition plan. This is like the most important part of this whole challenge. Alicia and Sarah have put together a weekly meal plan for us, what to eat, when to eat it. Surprise, surprise, you should eat certain foods at certain times of the day because it helps with your metabolism and things like that. So Alicia will explain more about that in a minute. We've put together recipes for meals. My kids are 3, 2, and 1. Yes, you heard that correctly, 3, 2, and 1. And so they are super picky. And so I have to be able to make meals that I can modify for me, but my family will eat as well. So we're working on that to make these family friendly and within reason, obviously. We're going to talk about some of the foods that you need to help keep your stress down. Alicia, do you want to talk about this one, the stress and the cortisol levels? Like, this is a really interesting fact. I think it'd be best coming from you, if you can.
Can you take that right now?
Sure. Okay, so basically, if you're stressed, it raises your cortisol hormone, and which increases your fat retention. So your body thinks that it's under stress, and so your body wants to stay in status quo, and it doesn't want to change. And cortisol is directly related to belly fat. And so if you can keep your stress down, and you're going to have stress from daily life, right? From work, from family, but you're also going to have stress when you exercise. You're putting your body under stress. And so there's a special drink that we're going to suggest that you take that will help with that. It doesn't taste very good, but man, it works amazing. We're going to talk about a part of the nutrition plan is a detox day, a cleanse day. And who's heard of cleansing? Anybody?
I have.
Have you tried it before?
No.
Okay. So when you think of cleanse, what do you think?
Getting rid of all that stuff that builds up in your body.
Yeah. So most people, when they hear detox or they think cleanse, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in the bathroom all day.
Yes.
And they think of like a colon cleanse is what most people think. But I'm here to reassure you that we are not putting you through a colon cleanse. And this is a cellular cleanse, and it's going to cleanse your body from your brain all the way down through your skin to your organs and stuff like that. And I'll explain, or Alicia, hopefully, if Luke is cooperating, will explain why cleansing is so important. So we're going to talk about, we're incorporating a cleanse into the nutrition plan, which is awesome. You guys are going to love it. You feel so good after a cleanse day. Cleansing honestly has helped a lot with my chronic migraines and my inflammation in my joints and stuff like that. It's been a godsend to my life. We're going to talk about boosting metabolism and what foods. We've incorporated some systems there to help with boosting metabolism. You burn that fat more efficiently and burning your food more efficiently. And then obviously we're incorporating greens and lots of greens because greens are going to alkaline your body, which most of our food these days is really acidic. Anybody a soda pop drinker? Maybe you don't want to admit it. But soda is extremely acidic, and it's really, really bad for you. And eating alkalining foods like greens will help bring your pH balance in your body, your pH balanced, so that you can, your body can be in harmony and work more efficiently. And there's a bunch of other reasons, and Alicia can go through that. So when she's back after consoling Luke, I'll let her explain that because she's the expert. This is like all hearsay for me. I'm repeating things I've heard. Alicia, just chime in whenever you're ready, okay? So I want to explain detoxing a little bit and why this is so important, because this is a crucial part to the nutrition plan. So you're going to have your regular meal days, 5 or 6 days a week, and then 1 day a week is going to be a cleanse day. And we've picked Wednesdays, but we can pick a different day if that day doesn't work for you. But this is really interesting about fat, Kate. Your fat is actually a defense mechanism for your body. So you need some fat in your body, and here's why. There are toxins everywhere in the environment. The pollution in the air, toxins are in our synthetic carpets and our synthetic clothing. They're in our hair care products, our makeup, even in our food, pesticides, herbicides, hormones that they inject in meat, etc. Like all that is considered a toxin. Heavy metals, mercury, things like that. So these toxins we ingest and they get into our body, and what the fat does is fat is designed to surround that toxin molecule to protect the toxin, to protect your organs from being poisoned and killed by these toxins. If you didn't have fat, toxins would literally shut down your body. They would kill your organs. And so they cause all sorts of diseases, all sorts of problems. Well, what's ironic about the fat is if you have too much fat, that also causes high cholesterol, heart disease, heart attacks, arthritis, like fatty liver disease. There's a million different medical conditions that are caused by too much fat. So if you have all these toxins and all this fat, that's why you see like belly fat, we call that visceral fat, and visceral fat is the fat that's surrounding your organs, and it's super, super dangerous. So this next image you've probably seen floating around social media, used by like 1,000 different companies, but it's a great image because it helps explain what happens. So if you diet and you lose the fat, but you don't lose the toxins, what do you think is going to happen to your body now that you know what fat does? Anyone take a wild guess? Okay, I'll answer. What happens is you rebound. You end up gaining the fat back. Because think about it. If you've lost fat, but now your body's freaking out because it doesn't have that protection anymore, that barrier between toxins and the organs, your body is going to say, hang on a second, you're killing me. I need my fat back so I can protect myself against these toxins. So it's going to take everything that you're eating and stuff and convert it back into that fat to protect itself, right? Because it doesn't want to die. So this is why we have to cleanse toxins out of our system at the same time as cleansing out fat. Once I learned this concept, it was like a light bulb going on inside my brain. I was like, oh my gosh, this explains why every diet I have tried, every different system I have tried has never been like a permanent fix for me, why I've rebound and yo-yoed so much. But now that I've been releasing the toxins, I've been able to keep that fat off. In fact, I'll just tell you, I did an experiment for a few months to see if it really would work. And it did. I maintained my weight for 6 months. And I didn't gain anything back. Whereas with other diets I'd tried, other nutrition plans I tried, like I'd gained everything back and more some. So does this make sense? Do you guys have questions about this?
So there's a weekly toxin cleanse.
Yeah, so it's a drink, and there's a couple versions of it that we're going to show you in the nutrition plan. So there's one that Alicia really recommends and that I've tried, and I'll go through what that is. It's from a company called Isagenix. We're not here to I just want to preface this right now. I'm not here to sell you into Isagenix. I don't care if you use Isagenix or not, but if you want a convenient source for a cleanse drink, theirs is great. But there are a few other cellular detoxes, like there's an apple cider vinegar drink that you can do and stuff like that. Gross. I can't handle it. But if you like apple cider vinegar, then good on you. Did that answer your question, Meg?
Yeah. Except after this program, is it going to be recommended a toxin cleansing every week?
Yeah.
For a
So
lifestyle
it's
change,
more,
I guess?
yeah. So you're gonna need to. So here's kind of how a cleanse, it's recommended to when you're trying to lose weight to do a weekly cleanse until you're at your maintenance. You're at your goal weight. Once you're there, then it's recommended to do a monthly cleanse day so that you can release any toxins that you may have gained throughout that month, right? Because you're walking around in the universe out in pollution and stuff like that. You're going to regain toxins. So you want to keep flushing them out of your system occasionally.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So you don't have to keep doing a weekly. My sister
So it looks like it'll be. Oh, go ahead. What?
I was just saying my sister keeps doing a weekly, but my sister is stick thin and she's super, super fit. She doesn't do it to lose weight. She does it because it helps her a lot with her chronic migraines and helps a lot with her she has a few other medical problems that I probably shouldn't divulge that the cleanse really helps her feel better with. So she does it just to feel good. It's not to lose weight. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have 3 different meal plan options for everybody to choose from. There's the DIY plan. I call it that because you're cooking your own meals. So we're going to give you recipes and meal suggestions and kind of give you the formula for what your meal needs to look like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and what your snacks need to look like. So you'll need to do all your own meal prepping, go to the store, cook everything, etc. But we'll give you the plan. Or you can use the 2 Isagenix plans. And like I said, we're not here to sell you into Isagenix. We don't care. It's just we know that when you're trying to lose weight and you're busy and you're working and stuff, sometimes doing your own meal prep and stuff like that can be really intense. So the Isagenix is just an easier option for busy people. So the DIY plan, here's an example of what that looks like. So for example, your breakfast will be a breakfast smoothie because a smoothie is a great way to get everything you need and make it taste good, because if you were to try to do this separately, it would be kind of gross. So we want you to use an undenatured whey or a pea protein. Alicia, are you back? Are you still having?
I'm trying.
Okay. So just jump in whenever you want to, because I'm sure everyone would rather hear from you than me.
I don't know about that, but as far as, and I was going to say something about the breakfast smoothie. It's also very convenient. Making a quick smoothie and getting all the nutrients you need to begin your day, I find is a lot easier, especially if you have a lifestyle, which we'll find out more about what your lifestyles are like with your evals. But long story short, a lot of people have trouble getting out of bed, getting going, and they're like, oh, I can't make breakfast today. And then, it sets your whole day up for less than success because you haven't had your fuel in the morning, and you kind of start a roller coaster effect with your metabolism and insulin levels and things like that. So that first meal is really important. And so whatever we can do to get you, out of bed and get your breakfast shake, that starts your day off in the right direction. So,
Yeah.
So, is
So,
there in natured whey or pea protein? Is there a certain brand that you recommend?
Alicia?
I've gotten Boost, as far as a protein powder, but is this something I don't know what this is.
Okay.
I'm not sure what you said, but
It says at the breakfast, it says undenatured.
Undenatured.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whey
yeah.
pea protein.
Yeah, I use Isogenic stuff just because it's really convenient. It's well balanced, and it has all the nutrients I need in it, and it has options to, their whole system has options for me to adjust it and make it mine, and make it exactly what I need. And me being a first-time mommy, and unfortunately my husband doesn't help me a whole lot, so I'm like trying to do everything and be successful and raise a new baby. So it's like, if it's really easy for me, I'm more likely to do it and stick to it. And I've been a competitive bodybuilder and bikini model and all kinds of things my whole life, but being a new mom is a whole new ball game. And so it's like, I have to have something that's convenient, but I also have to have something that I know is getting me the nutrients that I need, and not a bunch of byproducts and stuff that I
So
don't.
that's ordered through the Isogenics. Is that right?
Yeah, I do the Isogenics, or it's called the Isoline for my breakfast shake.
Is there something, if I were to do other things, like, is there something, another brand or something, or do I just any one that's just like a protein mix?
You can use a different brand. Just make sure that it's undenatured or it's like an organic pea protein. So you're going to want to, and the reason undenatured is so important is because I'll just quickly explain the difference between the different proteins. So
I look on the label and it'll say
yes,
that, right?
yeah, it'll say undenatured, or it's going to say whey isolate. So when you turn it over and you look at the nutrition facts, and one of the very first ingredients should be whey protein, or it should say like a mix of pea protein or hemp protein or something like that. That's if you're vegan. And the reason you want it undenatured is because it is it's a cool, it's a low temperature, what's the word I'm looking for? Process. Like when they clean the milk, why can't I think of what that's called? When they're cleaning the milk, normally,
Pasteurize.
Thank you. So instead of it being heated really high up to like boiling point or whatever, what that does is it actually kills all the nutrients in the milk and in the whey. And so your body can't actually absorb that protein very well. And you're missing the enzyme, you're missing like folic acid, things like that. So it actually basically destroys the whey when they do that. So undenatured is the highest temperature they can go, or the lowest temperature they can go to still clean it and still pasteurize it. And in addition to that, if you can find a protein that is also hormone-free, GMO, non-GMO, no soy. Soy is like not good. Alicia can explain what that does to you, but stay away from that. But you want to get it as clean as possible. And the reason we like Isogenics, both her and I, is because it's inexpensive as far as like the servings go. And not only is it undenatured, but it has a ton, like every single amino acid that you need, all the minerals and vitamins that you need. in this one itty bitty shake, and it's the most amount of like nutrients and everything that you need compacted into the least amount of calories. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't matter. You don't have to use it. It's just the one we both really like. And we're both pretty picky now that we know like more about this nutrition stuff. We've gotten pretty picky about what we put in our bodies. So this is that basic plan. I threw together how, like, if you were to go organic, no hormones, pesticide free, etc., this is approximately what it's going to cost you a day. The problem with this DIY plan is you're still going to need to get the cleanse drink and the some of these other supplements if you want to do the nutrition plan the way Alicia has laid it out. So with that being said, I'm going to show you the other two options. So the other two options from Isagenix are, there's the $10 a day system, or there's the $15 a day. So the $15 a day is the one I'm going to talk about the most because it's the most comparable to the DIY system. So the only difference between this is, so instead of you're making your own smoothie, putting everything together, you would just drink one isolene shake. And they actually do taste good. I was really skeptical. I thought they were going to be nasty because most protein shakes are, but they're really good. So you drink that twice a day, and then it comes with the Cleanse for Life drink, which is that cleanse drink that I was telling you about, the cleanse that we do once a week. The Ionix drink, which is that stress reducer drink that has adaptogens in it. You could try to recreate this from a health food store. I've had a really hard time figuring out how to do it because there's like a million things in it, all these herbs and stuff. Anyway, it comes with the Accelerator, which is the metabolism booster. It's a apple cider vinegar based, cayenne pepper, a bunch of other things. So you could try to recreate that as well. But the Accelerator is a pill, or you're going to be drinking shots of the apple cider vinegar drink that Alicia will give us the recipe to. I personally cannot drink apple cider vinegar. It makes me throw up. So I just can't handle the taste. So I like pickles for that reason. The flush. So if you remember, right, you're going to be removing toxins and fat out of your system. So it's got to go somewhere. It's either got to go, number one or number two. So the flush helps keep things moving. It's not going to give you diarrhea or anything like that. It's just going to help keep things moving nice and smooth and help you clean out your intestinal tract. And it's really good for gut health. It's got bentonite clay in it, which if you know anything about bentonite clay, it's super good for your skin. It's good for your organs. It just has a million different benefits to it. It also includes the whey thins, which are kind of like, think of like a chip. It's like a whey protein chip. They're 3 different flavors. There's barbecue, sour cream, and onion, and I think like cheddar or something like that. They're delicious. My kids.
Sour cream and onion and the cheddar are my favorite.
They're so good. Jake's favorite is barbecue, but my kids really like the cheddar one. It also comes with isolene bars, which they're a meal replacement bar, and honestly, they taste like a candy bar. I feel like I'm cheating whenever I eat one for lunch.
Do those have like sugar or artificial sugar in them?
No, so everything is all natural. So there's no artificial anything in Isagenix. The sugar is from beets or fruit. So it's the good kind of sugar. Alicia can explain that. Alicia, are you available?
I could go into a lot of detail about it if Luke wasn't talking and yelling, but basically, that's another thing that we'll go over in some of our weekly talks is, all sugar is not created equally, and, the more artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, and preservatives that you put in your body, the more you're blocking all of your receptors, and you are not going to digest or absorb, your nutrients. So it doesn't matter if you eat whole foods or if you drink an isogenic shake or eat an isogenic bar or a whey thin or whatever. If you get all these toxins and byproducts in your body, and it's very, very difficult to afford. I know I've tried, because I used to be this like devout, I can't do powders, I can't do shakes, I can't do bars. I got to go to the store and get all my stuff and fix all my stuff and weigh and measure everything out and put it all in little containers every night before I go to bed. And I don't have that kind of time or money anymore. So,
it's so expensive. It's so expensive. Not to mention, I mean,
So did you say artificial sweeteners too? They block it? Like, so then you were talking about soda pop. I don't drink the diet soda pop, but we drink Crystal Light. And I'm sure that has an artificial, you know what I mean?
It does, and it has some, I want to say Crystal Light has either potato starch or corn starch in it. And those are creating byproducts for your body to get rid of. And
okay.
The more energy your body has to spend getting rid of stuff that you can't use, the less good, usable, sustainable energy you're going to have. So,
okay.
I'm sorry if you didn't hear any of that. Well,
nope, I did. Thank you.
We'll revisit it again.
So the other thing that's in here with this pack that I really like is the E-Shots and the Isodelites. The E-Shots is a natural energy drink, and I used to be a Diet Coke-aholic. Like, I don't even want to admit how much Diet Coke I would drink. But it's because I don't sleep at night, because my 3 kids somebody's rotating between being awake. So I literally get maybe 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night. And so I drink a lot of Diet Coke to stay awake. And anyway, the E-Shots are a lot better for me than the Diet Coke, because it's just green tea and like some other stuff or whatever. It's all natural. And so I drink that and I'm fine. The Isodelites are the most amazing invention known to man. So they are these fat burning chocolates. They've got antioxidants and amino acids and green tea in it, and they taste amazing. You feel like you're getting this nice little treat, but yet it's like stopping your hunger, and it's helping curb that sugar craving. And that's the other thing. I was addicted to sugar really, really bad before I started using this stuff. And anyway, the Isodelites helped a lot. So that's the other plan. Do you guys have questions? I mean, I don't want to spend like tons of time on this, because I don't want you to feel like you have to do this plan. You can do whatever you want. It's just going to be what is convenient for you, and what, based on how much time you have and which plan you feel is the best fit for you. Alicia will create your meal plan based on if you want to use some of the isogenics, if you want to use other products and make your own meals. Like, that's totally up to you. You just need to let her know what you want to do. So any questions there before I move on?
No.
Okay.
That's good.
So here's how we sign up. So basically, I'm going to collect your $50 either by Venmo or PayPal, so I can make sure that we have all of the supplies we need for the first day on Saturday. If you do want to do the isogenics, I'll send you a link where you can create your customer account and order your whatever products you want to do. Alicia would like to speak with you first before you, based on your nutrition plan, so she can make sure that you're buying the right products that are going to fit your needs. So, like, again, if you're gluten-free or you're lactose intolerant, whatever, she wants to make sure that you're getting the right meal plan for your body and for your needs. And then you're going to need to fill out the intake form that she was talking about, so she can understand your levels, where you're at, like nutritionally and physically. and then obviously sign like a release form. And then we are offering, if you bring a friend with you for the group challenge, you both get $10 off your $50 a month. So instead it's $40 a month. And yeah, so that's all I got for you. This is going to kick us off the thing again in like 6 minutes. So what questions do you guys have? Like, does this sound good? Do you guys want to do it? Like, what do you think?
I just tried setting up the Vimo and I can't do it. So I was trying to pay somebody else. So I guess, am I supposed to put your phone number?
Where do you could always give me a check too. That's fine.
Maybe I'll just do that on Saturday. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
And then I can wait to do can I try it on my own with the other? I have things I have to use up anyway, kind of like from, it's kind of similar to this. And then can I get the meal plan at a later time?
Yeah.
Because she said she'd like to talk to us anyway, so.
Yeah, definitely. And
I have a husband that's diabetic, and
is he type 1 or type 2?
Shoot, I always get those two confused. Type 1 with insulin. Isn't that with insulin?
So type 1 is you're born with it, and type 2 is usually it's developed.
Yeah, they found out later that they think he was born with it. He didn't find out till later in life, but he thinks it was once.
Okay.
So yeah. And then I have just been told glucose intolerant. So I've been drinking like coconut milk or almond milk. They've been, so unless there's a difference, I, get whatever's on sale. And then
we'll just have you talk with Alicia on the phone. And when you fill out your nutrition profile, she'll go over your plan with you and make sure that everything's like set, and you can use up whatever you want to you use and stuff. There may be a couple things like the Boost product, for example, is really I'll let her explain it, but there's some ingredients in there that aren't very good, so that once she explains it to you, you may choose not to continue using it.
I'm not going to recommend you continue to use it, but you can do whatever you want. You're free to do it. I can tell you right now, I would recommend about 10 other products before I would recommend that. I'm not going to endorse Boost at all.
Good to know. No.
Well, what's crazy about stuff like that, like my pediatrician told me to use Pediasure for my daughter. And Pediasure is horrible for you.
It's terrible.
They don't know. They just look at the calories. It's because doctors, they don't know nutrition. Anyway, this is a whole nother soapbox. I'll get off my soapbox, but don't even start me on stuff like that. It's
real quick while Luke is kind of quiet. When I send these questions, it's 25 questions, I believe, total, for the nutrition and fitness. And I cannot stress to you enough, you have to be honest. I'm not selling your information or your issues, or if you have health concerns or limitations or whatever. I'm not selling those to people. I don't ask for them so that I can sit around and laugh about it later. It's so that I can help you reach your goals without causing you issues or you getting injured.
And now are you going to send those to our email?
Yeah, so I need everybody to message me your email and your phone number.
Okay.
And I will send you the intake form and the release form, and so you can fill that out, and then Alicia will get back with you.
Okay, good.
So we have 3 minutes. Any more questions, Kenny, Cheryl?
I probably have a lot if I could think about it, but I had a 12-hour day, so my brain's kind of tired.
Let's talk tomorrow. Just send me your information through message.
Write them down when you think of them. Just whenever it comes to you, just
Kenny, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So who is in? Who wants to do it?
I'd like to.
I'm in.
I'm in.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, try to find a friend if you can. we'd love to have more people join us. It's a lot more fun when we can all support each other and stuff. So if you have anybody who you want to, I'll send everybody this recording of these 2 different webinars. I'll slice them together, and then we can send it to them, or they can call me and I can help answer questions. Okay. Bye, guys. I'll message you all, and don't forget to send me your email and your phone number, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Hey, thanks.
I'm excited.
Thanks.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.